And of course, last but not least, we're extremely grateful for your acceptance and for your inspiring words. May I please request Mr. Abdullah Yusuf to join us, well, to accept a token of our gratitude. Go. Thank you very much. You may be seated as part of the audience. We're moving on to the last portion of the day today. I know it's been a very long day, jam-packed in the morning. Then we had a very heavy lunch. And then we've had a very, I guess, a very intellectual session just now, a very intellectually technical session now. And now we go into our final panel discussion. Before I invite my panel on, let me just give you a few announcements. Once again, a reminder for this evening, the comedy Mushaira, which is going to be held at the banquet hall, which is right next to the PACC. If you're aware of the Fatma Jinnah Road, it is maybe 3 buildings before the PACC. Please make sure you bring your invitation cards. If you are coming with a spouse, wonderful. Otherwise, please find a friend or perhaps a child, not a child, perhaps a son or daughter or a sibling to bring with you. These invitations are not transferable. Please do not just give them to anybody else. There will be registration desk there, and if you are not the person it says on the invitation card, well, you may not be allowed in. So please join us at 8 o'clock in the evening, and we hope to start the Mushaira promptly at 8:30. Our final session for today is a panel discussion on fostering talent for leadership, a regional perspective, and a very recurring theme at ICAP events. May I please request my moderator, Leon Menzes, who's the General Manager Human Resource at Shell Pakistan Limited, to come on stage? And come on the count of 3, we have to give him a very, very loud round of applause. May I please request Mr. Saqib Masood, who's the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. May I request Parveen Mahmood, who's the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Bangladesh, to join me on stage. May I request Professor Lakshmi Watewala, who is the past President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka. And of course, Mr. A.N. Raman, who's the President of the South Asian Federation of Accountants. Also, another announcement while the panelists take their seats. Your name tags that you have with you, please be sure and bring them again tomorrow. Okay? Once again, just your... I'm sorry, Mr. Raman? Yes, Ramaswamy, I announced him. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. C.A. Ramaswamy, my mistake. It must be the lunch. My sincere apologies. Please give Mr. Ramaswamy a big round of applause. He's the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Mr. Chabri, thank you very much for pointing that out. My sincere apologies there. So just be sure and bring your name tags once again tomorrow. Leon, are you all set? It's a very heavy-duty panel, so best of luck to you.
Yes, but we are very lucky to be graced by the charming lady from Bangladesh. How are you? Good afternoon. It's a long day for you. And one thing I did notice while sitting here in the audience is that when the camera pans to the audience, everybody's on his BlackBerry or mobile or something or the other. So maybe you want to save yourself some embarrassment, I don't know. Anyway, very warm welcome to all of you for this session on fostering talent for leadership, a regional perspective, and it's also one of the themes of this 2-day program. Also, a very warm welcome to our distinguished panel, who've traveled many, many miles to be here and to share in this wonderful occasion. For the format of the session, we will ask each one of you to make your opening remarks for about 4 or 5 minutes. And then we'll move into a question and answer session and hope the audience will be encouraged to take on some, ask you some challenging questions. Just to set the scene for this one, We have many challenges that we face in this part of the world. We've got massive populations with demands on natural resources. We've got booming economies with demands for jobs and skilled labor. We have a shortage of capital for social development and so on. And added to all of this is the fallout from global events like the financial crisis, oil prices, CO2, carbon footprints, and so on and so forth. Greed and corruption, which we seem to think is only in this part of the world, is also very much a part of the westernized or developed world. And we've seen a lot of scandals engulf major corporations and even recently governments as well. So apart from the functional skills that people like us and the institutes like this impart, they also need for life skills to navigate careers successfully, as well as to develop a moral compass to keep us on the straight and narrow. When we look at how technology and electronic devices have become obsolete at shorter and shorter intervals, we need to ask ourselves, how do I stay relevant in my job, in my career, and in this life? The corporate world has seen great changes that have shaken the very foundation it was built on, and this is reflected in hundreds of seminars and thousands of books on the subject of leadership. Billions of dollars are being spent annually to get people to move from being just managers to leaders. So how we define ourselves is of great significance. Are we just accountants? Are we just managers? Are we just professionals? Or are we leaders and visionaries and the builders of tomorrow? ICAP has 50 glorious years of helping shape that future, and that is what is being acknowledged in these 2 days. With such a wonderful backdrop, let me ask the distinguished Mr. Ramaswamy to start with your opening remarks, and then we'll go to your left. Thank you. You have...
Good afternoon to all of you. And I must once again thankful to the President ICAP for the wonderful opportunity he has given to me to come over here and participate this as a panelist for this afternoon session. Of course, it will be very difficult to remember whatever we are learned from morning. So many things we have learned from this jam-packed audience, and a lot of inputs we have received from the various speakers, and especially the interactions are very good. And today's context, I must say the number of challenges thrown open to the accounting profession. We can say the accounting profession is facing challenges maybe because of financial crisis everywhere is happening. And second, there is a breeding corruption. I can tell you this anti-corruption wave started in India is throwing away many politicians from their active participation. That is, we are very visibly we are seeing that the corruption is taking place wherever that's there. Now there is a revolution started in India against the corruption. And everyone started for this against the corruption. And there is continuously the accounting profession should take a key role for removing that also. We should play a very, very important role in removing the corruption. Anti-corruption work has to be created by the accounting profession. And another very important area which we must see the challenges before us is corporate governance and disclosures. Corporate governance is a buzzword, every word, but the disclosures part, we have to play a very important role. The accounting profession no longer can be merely a repetitive reporting generation. We have to change our mindset towards bringing more disclosures and before the society, stakeholders, readers of all our statements. That is a very important challenge. We have to take it, and without any fear or favor, we have to work on that. Another very important area that investments are flowing to various countries, especially in these areas. In this subcontinent, the investments are coming from various countries. They are expecting more return out of that. What is required is an investment has to be guarded by us. Guarding the investments, a disclosure, bringing the governance, taking the corruption, anti-corruption verb in our hand to work on that. These are the challenges before these accounting professions. No longer you can say this just based on the financial statement, based on information produced before us, we are giving a report. We are not going to work based on the management reports. The scams of the scam taking place in Western world, some of them in this subcontinent also proves that